Welcome to the incredible world beneath our feet, a world of tiny warriors, brilliant builders, and masters of teamwork. Ants may be small, but their societies are complex, their strength unmatched, and their behaviors downright fascinating. From forest floors to city sidewalks, from scorching deserts to tropical jungles, these six-legged marvels thrive everywhere. In this series, we explore 20 of the most amazing ant species on Earth, each with its own secrets, strengths, and stories. So, let's shrink down and dive deep into the captivating universe of ants. Black Garden Ant, Lasius niger. Beneath your garden soil lies a busy metropolis, the realm of the black garden ant. These tiny black workers are among the most common in Europe, and they're masters of teamwork. Using chemical signals, they create highways to food sources and march in perfect sync. Their queen can live over 15 years, tirelessly laying eggs while thousands of workers forage above. They farm aphids like livestock, feeding on the sweet honeydew they produce. Though small, their colony can stretch across your yard with elaborate tunnels. So next time you see a line of ants in your garden, remember, you're witnessing a well-oiled machine in miniature. Carpenter Ant, Camponotus spp. Meet the Carpenter Ant, the silent woodworker of the insect world. Unlike termites, these ants don't eat wood, but chew it to create smooth tunnels for nesting. Found across forests and homes, they favor damp wood and expand colonies into walls and trees. At night, they roam for food, drawn to sugary snacks and protein. With powerful jaws and a large size, they're a formidable ant species. Some colonies have satellite nests scattered far apart, making them tough to control. So if you hear faint rustling in the walls or see wood shavings, it might just be a carpenter ant hard at work in your home's foundation. Fire Ant, Solenopsis spp. Welcome to the blazing world of the fire ant, small in size, but mighty in sting. These red invaders deliver painful, burning stings when threatened, and they don't back down easily. Originating from South America, they've conquered regions around the world, forming huge colonies with multiple queens. Disturb a nest and hundreds will pour out, stinging in waves. Fire ants are aggressive omnivores, feeding on insects, seeds, and human food scraps. During floods, they form living rafts, floating as one until they reach dry land. Their resilience and teamwork are impressive, but their fiery defense makes them one of the most feared ants out there. Pharaoh Ant, Monomorium pharaonis. Tiny but troublesome, the Pharaoh Ant is a master of stealth invasion. Measuring just 2 millimeters, these golden yellow ants thrive indoors, hospitals, homes, hotels, you name it. Their colonies can split and multiply rapidly, making them hard to control. Rather than fighting, they bud off into new nests when threatened. They scavenge for sugary and fatty foods, often contaminating stored items and spreading bacteria. Their small size helps them slip through the tiniest cracks. They may not sting, but with their rapid spread and resistance to control, Pharaoh ants are among the trickiest invaders in the ant world. Sugar Ant, Camponotus consobrinus. With its sweet cravings and bold colors, the sugar ant is a nighttime wanderer of the Australian wild. These ants are non-aggressive and harmless to humans, but they're frequent visitors to our kitchens. Drawn to sugary spills and snacks, they'll trail into homes in search of their next meal. Outdoors, they play an important role in the ecosystem by scavenging and spreading seeds. Their nests lie in soil, under rocks, or inside hollow trees. While peaceful in nature, their sheer numbers can be a nuisance indoors. Still, these ants remind us that sometimes, even nature has a sweet tooth. Argentine Ant, Linepithema humile. Originally from South America, the Argentine ant is now a global conqueror, forming supercolonies that stretch for miles. Unlike most ants, different nests don't fight. Instead, they cooperate, creating massive networks of workers. These ants displace native species, disrupt ecosystems, and invade homes in large numbers. They're small, brown, and incredibly organized, with queens that can live for years. Argentine ants prefer moist environments and will travel long distances for food. Despite their size, their strength lies in numbers and unity, making them one of the most invasive ant species on the planet. Odorous House Ant, Tapinoma sessile. You may smell them before you see them. The odorous house ant releases a rotten coconut scent when crushed. These tiny brown ants love sugary foods and commonly invade kitchens. Their colonies are flexible, moving locations frequently and sometimes having multiple queens. Odorous house ants can be found across the U.S., nesting in wall voids, under floors, or beneath stones outdoors. They don't sting and are generally non-aggressive, but their sheer persistence makes them a household pest. Though harmless, their ability to adapt and thrive indoors has earned them a notorious reputation among homeowners. Pavement ant, Tetramorium caespitum. If you've seen ants crawling from cracks in the sidewalk, chances are you've met the pavement ant. These small, dark brown ants build their nests under concrete slabs, driveways, and patios. Known for their fierce turf wars, rival colonies will engage in massive surface battles for territory. They're omnivores, feasting on everything from crumbs to insects. In the summer, you'll often spot their dirt mounds near sidewalks or foundation walls. Pavement ants may be small, but they're tough urban survivors, adapting perfectly to life alongside humans. Ghost ant, Tapinoma melanocephalum. Tiny and almost translucent, ghost ants live up to their name. With pale legs and abdomen and a darker head, they're nearly invisible as they trail across countertops and walls. Native to tropical climates, they're now found in warm indoor spaces worldwide. Ghost ants nest in hidden places, behind baseboards, inside electronics, or potted plants. They love sweets, especially sugary drinks and fruits. These ants don't sting or bite, but their stealthy nature and ability to nest in hard-to-reach spots make them persistent indoor pests. Catching them is hard, but once you spot the trail, you'll know the ghosts have arrived. Bullet ant, Paraponera clavata. Deep in the rainforests of Central and South America, the bullet ant reigns as one of the most feared insects. Its sting is ranked among the most painful of any insect, comparable to getting shot, hence the name. Growing up to 2.5 centimeters long, these giants patrol the jungle floor and tree trunks with fearless intensity. Despite their terrifying defense, they aren't aggressive unless provoked. Indigenous tribes even use their stings in coming-of-age rituals. Their colonies are small, but their presence is mighty. In the world of ants, the bullet ant stands as a warrior unmatched in strength and pain. Weaver ant, Oecophylla spp. High up in the treetops of Asia and Africa, the weaver ant spins one of nature's most amazing structures. Using their own larva-like glue guns, workers stitch leaves together to form leafy nests that sway with the wind. These ants are greenish in color and incredibly territorial, defending their trees fiercely from invaders. They farm sap-sucking insects and guard fruit trees from pests, making them helpful to farmers. Watching them cooperate to pull leaves and weave their homes is a true marvel of teamwork. In the forest canopy, the weaver ant proves that engineering brilliance isn't limited to humans. Leafcutter ant, Atta spp. Acromyrmex spp. In the jungles of Central and South America, armies of leafcutter ants march with bits of green clutched in their jaws, but they're not eating the leaves. Instead, they use them to cultivate underground fungus gardens, their true food source. These ants are expert farmers, with colonies numbering in the millions and a caste system more complex than most human societies. The massive queens can live over a decade, birthing entire generations of workers, soldiers, and caretakers. Their precision, strength, and agricultural genius make leafcutters one of nature's most fascinating societies, tiny farmers shaping their own fungus-powered empire. Army ant, Eciton spp. Dorylus spp. When the army ants move, the jungle trembles. Found in Africa and the Americas, these nomadic ants form massive, moving swarms that devour anything in their path: worms, insects, even small vertebrates. They don't build permanent nests. Instead, their bodies link together to form temporary bivouacs that shelter the queen and brood. With no eyes, they rely on scent and coordination to hunt as one deadly unit. Birds and mammals follow their raiding trails, snatching up fleeing prey. The army ant's relentless march is a living, breathing wave of hunger, an unstoppable force of nature in miniature form. Crazy ant, Paratrechina longicornis. With erratic movements and lightning speed, the crazy ant lives up to its name. Native to Asia but now found worldwide, these ants are fast, invasive, and difficult to track. They don't follow orderly trails like other ants, just unpredictable zigzags across walls and floors. Crazy ants can nest in electronics, cars, and even inside appliances, often causing short circuits. Their long legs and antennae give them a spider-like appearance, and they're quick to adapt to new environments. You may not see where they came from, but once crazy ants arrive, they're everywhere, and they're not easy to remove. Thief ant, Solenopsis molesta. Sneaky and small, thief ants live up to their name by stealing food, and even brood, from nearby ant colonies. Measuring less than 2 millimeters, they slip into other nests through underground tunnels and go unnoticed as they rob the residents. Their favorite foods include grease, proteins, and sweets, and they often invade homes through cracks and pipes. They nest in wall voids, behind baseboards, or under floorboards, staying hidden yet persistent. Thief ants are experts in covert survival, quietly building their empire beneath your feet while living off the hard work of others. Big-headed ant, Phaidole spp. Among ant societies, the big-headed ant is easy to spot, at least the soldier caste is. With comically oversized heads, these ants use their powerful jaws to crack seeds and defend the colony. Native to warm climates, they build nests underground or under rocks, and are known for forming large colonies with distinct roles. Workers are small and nimble, while soldiers stand like armored guards at the entrance. Though not aggressive toward humans, their colonies can become a nuisance indoors. In the ant kingdom, their big heads serve a big purpose: strength, defense, and dominance in the dirt. Yellow crazy ant, Anaplolepis gracilis. The yellow crazy ant is one of the most destructive invasive species on the planet. With long legs and yellowish bodies, they swarm quickly, spray formic acid on enemies, and overwhelm even large insects. Native to Africa and Asia, they've spread to islands and forests, displacing native wildlife. These ants have been known to kill crabs, birds, and small mammals in sensitive ecosystems. Unlike other ants, they don't sting, but their acid spray burns and blinds. Their colonies grow fast, and their crazy movement makes them hard to contain. In places where they invade, yellow crazy ants change the balance of nature. Rasberry Crazy Ant, Nylanderia fulva. Found in the southern United States, the Rasberry Crazy Ant gets its name from exterminator Tom Rasberry and its insane movement pattern. These reddish-brown ants are notorious for invading homes, appliances, and electrical boxes, often causing outages. Unlike fire ants, they don't sting, but they bite and swarm in overwhelming numbers. They can outcompete other species, even pushing fire ants out of their territory. Rasberry crazy ants thrive in moist, warm environments and can survive floods by clumping together in living rafts. Where they appear, they quickly become the dominant force, an energetic chaos wrapped in six-legged form. Velvet ant, Mutility family. Despite its name, the velvet ant isn't a true ant, it's actually a wingless wasp with a fuzzy, velvety coat. Often called cow killers, due to their painful sting, females roam the ground alone, searching for wasp nests to invade. They lay eggs inside the host's pupa, and their larvae feed on the developing wasp. Their bright red, orange, or yellow colors warn predators to stay away. Though solitary and quiet, they pack a powerful punch. Velvet ants are a reminder that in the insect world, appearances can be deceiving, and sometimes, even a cute ant is not what it seems. Trap-jaw ant, Odontomachus spp. With jaws that snap shut at speeds of up to 140 miles per hour, the trap-jaw ant is the martial artist of the ant world. Found in tropical forests, they use these lightning-fast mandibles to capture prey, defend the nest, or even launch themselves backward by snapping against the ground. Their trigger hairs sense vibrations, and the moment contact is made, snap, the jaws fire. These ants combine precision, speed, and intelligence in their hunting strategy. Watching one in action is like seeing a spring-loaded machine come to life. When survival is a race of reflexes, the trap-jaw ant doesn't just play, it dominates. And that was a glimpse into the life of the incredible black garden ant to trap-jaw ant. From its unique traits to its role in nature, this tiny creature proves that even the smallest lives can have the biggest impact. Stay tuned as we uncover more astonishing ants from around the world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mike Muse YT for more amazing stories from the wild, because in the world of ants, every step is a new adventure.